Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back if you are new here. Welcome returning viewers and welcome returning subscribers. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So I have a lot of whips going on this week. I'm trying to film this while it is still fairly bright outside. The sun is kind of went behind clouds now, so hopefully we won't be too dark. We'll just try to go along with it. Okay, first up, what I'm wearing I have shown you before. This is just my little top-down raglan knitted sweater that I had made a couple of months ago with the James C. Britt yarn in the autumnal shade. If you haven't tried James C. Britt for knitting, it is really wonderful. The colors are beautiful and you get a lot of yardage. This sweater was made with 1.5 balls of the James C. Britt yarn. And I will stand up in case you're new and haven't seen it. I got my other dress sleeves poking out. But there it is. Yeah, 1.5 balls, and it's just a simple raglan knit sweater that I had knitted up. So, yeah, and this is one of my favorite shades of theirs. I still have quite a bit left, and I'm not sure what I would use the leftovers for. I apologize if I'm speaking a little too loudly. I had a cold a couple of weeks ago. It has settled into my ear over here, and it kind of plugged it up, so I'm not hearing too well out of this ear. So anyway, so yeah, that's a finished object that I completed a couple weeks ago. So Happy New Year to all of you. How is your new year going along? I hope you're having a good one so far. If you made any resolutions, stick with it. I really have not done that. It's just that, well, I'm hoping this year's going to be a year of growth and a year of changes for me. Now, some people talk about picking a word of the year. I'm not sure if you're one of those people that do that, but my word of the year would be growth. I want to see growth and changes for myself as well as my channel. So, all right, I guess what I'll do now is get right into whips. Okay, and let's see, where do I begin? Well, I think I'll start with some of the ones I had on my needles for a while. And I have a little accident here. I kind of pulled this too hard and popped off a few stitches. This is what I get for putting a project away and not putting end caps on it and leaving it in the middle of the row. Okay. I probably should have finished the row, but you've seen this before. I'm going to try to scrunch it up so it doesn't fall off. I have been making a little bit of progress with this. It's been slow going because I have been casting on and just starting other little projects. But I think it's at the place where you saw it last time. Yep, this is my self-drafted pattern. It's another raglan, the same as this raglan here. And it's very warm and very soft. And it's just a simple rib stitch, just a knit one, purl one, and the band is a garter stitch. Just a garter stitch for 5 rows. And what yarn I'm using, again, is I don't have the ball bands here, but I can tell you, this is Lion Brand Wool Ease. It's a rose something. I can't remember the shade. Rose quartz, maybe? I don't have the ball band with me. I should remember to get these things. And then this, I'm holding it double with this. This is the This is a mohair. It's a it's a kid silk, no, not superwash, kid silk mohair. Mohair and silk. You get the idea. But yeah, I haven't really made much progress on it. I know I need to get back to doing it. This week I'm making it a goal to finish the bottom of the body. Finish the bottom of the body this week. Goal number 1 for myself, because I really want to get it complete here in a short time. I'd like to have it done before the end of January. All right, so that's the first whip, and let's see. The second one, I showed you this last time. I was on the yoke, and that's why that didn't get finished, because I've been working so hard at this one. This one, excuse me. Let's see. I'm kind of trying to straighten it around. Now, I had more finished on this. I made this a little bit too large for my size, and I realize that. So when I come down to divide for the sleeves, okay, I wish I had more done to show you. I had the sleeves halfway finished, and the body was just huge, huge. I almost thought about possibly going back a couple of rows on the yoke, but nah, I'm just gonna go with it. But it's very pretty. This design is out there on YouTube by Katarina Designs. I will try to leave the link in my description again. Just wait for it. As soon as you've seen me upload, try to be patient with me. Wait at least a half an hour and for me to get the links in there, because like I say, I film with my phone. So when the video is uploading, I'm not able to put the link in yet until the video is completely uploaded. Then I have to go back and edit and put the links in there, but it'll be in there. I did put her channel link in my last video. So, but you can make this, I think she calls it chill sweater. So I'm hoping by next week too, that this one will be much further along. My goal is though to finish the body on that pink one. So in her tutorial, you can use any 3-weight yarn. I chose, for the yoke, Yarnsmith's Lagoon because of its changing blue colors, along with just this plain, and I'll get one with the band out here for you. Just this plain double knit 3-weight yarn, acrylic yarn from Wool Warehouse. And it made this stunning yoke. Yeah, I can see I probably should have stopped like right up here. But it's down further. It's like this far below my underarm. So it's going to be quite comfortable and loose. And it's acrylic, so it's going to grow even more. So I am a little bit worried about that. I may just decide to take it back, maybe an inch, which would make, it doesn't really matter what row you end on. It's easier to end on a row that's it's a single crochet row, so probably up here. And that'll take an inch off the body because it is quite large. It's oversized. I want to say it's almost a 2X, and that's much too large for me now. I have lost some weight, so, and I'm not sure how that happened. I guess just the busyness of life. But yeah, I'm going to work on that, and hopefully next week we'll have a little bit more of that one finished. Now, let's see. Have you gotten any snow where any of you are at? Here in Illinois, we are still snowless. Although it's quite cold, we've been having temperatures around 0 degrees Fahrenheit at night, warming up to about 18 degrees in the daytime. So it's quite cold, but there's just no snow. And I like the snow. But you know what? Then again, snow that's delayed until like the middle of January, well, you don't get tired of the snow. I mean, you know what I mean? If it's snowing and you got the ground covered from beginning of December all the way halfway through March, well, you get kind of tired of the snow. But anyway, I like some of the brightness because we've had just dark, cloudy days. This next whip is going to be a surprise, and it's a stash buster. I love making projects from my stash, and that's a second goal I want to do this year. I want to be more mindful to make more projects that are from my stash. So this next one was a fun one. I'm going to hold it up for you here as soon as I get the yarn straightened up. Yep, you guessed it. It's another top down in the round. Whoops. Get that held up correctly. I love the colors on this one. Love it. It's very thick, and it's going to be very warm. Ooh, here. It's very thick. And this is how this one was made. I took a needle size 10 and I cast it on, how many stitches? I think it was 84, I think. I need to start taking notes and writing this stuff down. But anyway, this yarn here, I have 6 of these, so I should have enough. This I bought last year, and this is King Cole Poplar Chunky. Got it over there at Wool Warehouse. And it's a 100% acrylic, premium acrylic yarn. And it got 164 yards on here. It's a 5 bulky weight. And the colorway on this is called Meadow Mist. And it is a gorgeous yarn. Gorgeous yarn. It's got mostly a greenish gray with hints and undertones of gray and a little bit of light lavender. So it's very beautiful yarn. And what I'm doing, whoops, I bumped the camera. You can see the striping in here. I'll turn it around the correct way. You can see the striping coming in here, and this is what I'm doing. I'm holding this double with yarns I have here. Now, oops, and then they all fall out. Isn't that nice? I have a lot of this leftover yarn, and this leftover yarn was from last year's project. I had crocheted up the Dune blanket from Wool Warehouse, added 24 designs, and I had a lot of that yarn left over. And I do have a label here to show you. It's Stylecraft Special. Stylecraft Special Double Knit. It is a 3-weight yarn. And I thought I would just use this beautiful yarn here and hold it double with the colors, a lot of the leftover colors that I have in here, because I've got a lot of greens and I've got some grays, and then I'm going to take it down into the blue and then down into the tan, and it's going to make a beautiful stripy sweater. Now, I began on a size 10 knitting needle. I forget my stitch count, but it was just large enough to get around over my head, and done a 1 by 1 rib. and then switched to a size 13, US 13 knitting needle, as you see here. So I'm just doing this in the round, increasing every so many stitches, and then I went ahead and did the short row shaping for the back of the neck so it would sit right, because when you put it together and you line it up down at the bottom like this, the back of the neck is higher than the front, so your sweater fits you better. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get a lot of choking up in here in the neck, and it won't sit right. As this one I done the same. So always remember that when you're making sweaters in the round, if you're not following a pattern, if you're self-drafting one, always remember to do those short rows back and forth. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube for short rows. There's the German short row, there's the wrap and turns. I just use my own, I don't even know what I call it. It's just, I take the stitch next to it and overlap and then knit, and it turns out. I don't even know what I call it, but it works. So whatever works for you. But anyway, I love the coloring on that. See, we're getting into the blue. I started out with kind of the mint green, and now we're getting into the blue. It's going to go on down with it. Just going to have fun with it and use up that yarn. I've had that yarn sitting in my closet for about a year now, a little over a year. And it's time to use it up. And what a great way to just take some scraps. And I doubt I'm going to put any bright colors into it like that or anything, but a lot of these muted greens, browns, blues, they're going to be in there. So there's that. And let's see, what else? Oh, I finished the back of my son's vest. I showed you this last week. So yeah, I've been busy with a lot of other projects instead of that pink one. That's the back of his vest, and he has a long torso like his mama. I had to measure him, and what I thought I had enough, it came right up too high, and he wanted it down near his hips. So that's the back. Just self-drafted knit pattern. I'm not using any pattern. Arms very long because he wants it long. He wants it down here. He doesn't want it way up here. So, okay. So I just had to kind of measure him as I go. That helps when you don't have a pattern. So that's the back. And I'm going to do the two front pieces. And what yarn did I use? What yarn did I use for that? I used Red Heart Soft in this navy and then a gray. I'm not sure the name of the gray. And that's one son's. And now for number two. I have a second one going because I have two sons that want two vests. I actually have three sons. But my two sons that live with me, they both wanted vests to wear to church. This one here, he picked out the colors, and this is very old wool. I've had this wool for nearly 4 years, and I don't even have the band. I think it was Kodiak. What's the name of it? It was some wool that was sent to me through Mary Maxim's surprise bag back in 2021. So it was time to use that. And then I went to Amazon and wanted to try some yarn over there. And I got this. I'm sorry for the glare. I'm sorry for the glare. It's shining right on the label where you can't see. Sheep's wool. And it's not 100% wool now. It is 50% wool, 20% cotton, and 30% acrylic, but it's very, very soft. And it's a light worsted. It says worsted, but it's a light worsted. So doing this on a size 10, see how it's see-through? You can see my face. I had to go down to a size 8. Oops, I'm slipping it off the ends. Slipping it off the ends here. End caps, end caps. Do I not know this by now? But anyway, so going down to a size 8 from a 10, I added 4 stitches to make up the difference, and now it's knitting a little bit tighter. I just started this last night, so I have time with that. But this yarn is very soft. If you want to go to Amazon and look for some. Sheep's wool worsted yarn, super soft, by Yonky Monkey. YonkyMonkey.com. No, I'm not affiliated with Amazon or anything, but I just wanted to give, well, I won't say never. I don't too much order yarn from Amazon. Very rarely. But I saw this and thought, well, you know, I'll give it a try. It's not expensive. I think it was, I want to say it was $15 for 3 of these. Yeah. Okay, and I have one more. I still have that remaining cough now and then. So hold on. I had to go take a little break and get something to drink. Now for my last work in progress. And oh, I'm excited with this. I had to write down what row I'm on. I casted on the Dervla sweater. Yay! And I did put a link for that in my last video. This is what I've got so far. And I wanted to make this 100% wool, but like I said, I'm trying to stash bust. And I went with Red Heart Super Saver acrylic. Yes, I know. It will fuzz up and it might not last as long. But I think this is the back. So that's all I have. It's just a start. It's just a start. I'm just starting now to where I'll be getting into the floral parts. So black and white was my choice. Red Heart Super Saver. One, I'm using the jumbo skeins. The big jumbo skeins in here. One is, well, it's not a white. It's just slightly off-white. And then basic black. Basic black, excuse me. And this is on a number 9. Yes, this is my number 9. I had to check. US size 9. So I just started on that. Haven't worked on it in a few days. But I'll get back to it. Like I say, pink is the goal for this week. That pink sweater. I want to finish the body to where all I'll have to do is the sleeves. Once I finish the body, I'm going to put it aside, focus on the other things so I can get caught up. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I have some acquisitions in mind. I want to do a tutorial. It's been a while. Been a while since I've done a tutorial. I realize that. I think it was last summer when I made that Victory V-Stitch crochet top. I've got something in mind for a tutorial coming up. I'm not going to give away too many clues, but it'll be something for spring. And I hope to have it finished and released before March. Hopefully, maybe in February, we'll see. That way you'll have time to work on it for spring. It will be crochet, and that's all the clues I'm going to give away. Some different kind of yarn that I got. It was from Amazon. It's very pretty. And I don't even want to show the yarn yet, so I don't want to spoil the surprise. All right, well, that's all I had to share with you today, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed week. And this is the time of year where we just cozy up and work on our projects, blankets, sweaters, whatever we like to do. So you all take care, and I will see you again next week. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and please consider subscribing for more content. And I'll see you all again next time. Bye, friends.